Emotional damage.
Good evening.
What's
Good
up,
afternoon.
See, we got Robbie back.
Hi. I've not been replaced, thank God. How was the video? Was that fun?
It was good.
Did it feel awkward or it flowed?
It's a little added pressure.
Yeah, it
When
was
you don't
more
have-
conversation,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
But it was good.
You don't get a break.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
But we were missing.
You don't
our
get time to
cream.
gather your thoughts, so you're using
Yeah.
a lot of fill words. Like, I don't know, man. I
Do you-
said that a bunch.
Yeah,
I said that
I don't know, man.
100%.
I don't know if we get to gather our thoughts anymore if I'm here, so we'll see. All right, welcome to the show. You got
Yeah,
the
so
Patreon?
we have a Patreon question. I think we're going to start doing that. First segment,
Yeah.
we'll do Patreon.
yeah, that's perfect.
This one's from David. He said, Elon Musk genius or megalomaniac?
Good
big
question,
word.
David.
What is it? I
Big
don't even know
word.
if I said it
We
right.
gotta look that stuff up. Some of us uneducated folks.
I think it's the two coincide. I really do.
Oh, okay. For him or just in general?
I think in general.
Okay.
Everyone.
I think
Everyone's
like if you
crazy
look
and
at like
smart.
the insanely rich and insanely intelligent,
Yeah.
I like to use Howard Hughes as an example.
Okay.
You guys know much about Howard Hughes?
Not much, no.
Howard Hughes, his family started like Hughes drill bits or something like that, right? But it made millions and millions and millions of dollars in the
Look at me when you talk.
10s, 20s, and 30s, right?
Yeah.
So they say like he would have like if he was still alive, or his amount of wealth back then was a little bit more than Elon Musk now.
Holy no.
Yeah.
So, but if you like watch videos of him
JP Morgan
and
money
hear,
back then.
oh dude,
Oh,
like
yeah.
he was insane though. Like he would grow his fingernails out, and he would lock himself in rooms for months at a
Oh,
time.
okay. So
and-
that's where. Okay.
so Elon doesn't really do that. You know,
Yeah, we
he
know.
like lives in
He
like a
does like
pretty
Amber
modest
Turd
house.
though. At one point,
He
At some
what?
point.
he liked Amber Turd at one point and
Yeah.
stole
Mhm.
her, snuck away into the elevator with her,
Yeah.
with Johnny Depp.
Oh no.
I do
And I
think
love
that
Johnny, so.
Elon comes from a place of truly wanting to help.
Yeah,
I do think
can see
that for sure. Some of the stuff he's come up with, man, like when he was like trying to talk to NASA and they were
Mhm.
like, well, we can't do it like that. He's like, no, you can watch. And like he
Yeah.
does it. And I also
Yeah.
appreciate stuff that he does, like that dude who was doing that video, they're walking around the rockets. And he's like, well, if you do this, you don't need that then. And he's like, well,
Oh, I saw that, and he's like,
yeah, you're right. We're going to change that.
"We will fix that." And he,
You know,
I hope they're good friends, and he
Yeah,
does
I mean,
money.
like the average
He
he
person.
saved him
Sure.
so much money doing that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about him on that?
Well,
Personally, him maybe.
I think that he's grew so fast. He's a genius. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about that. But
Mhm.
you have to think also 10, 15 years ago, his
Yeah.
companies were nothing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Not a single one of
Struggling
his
some.
companies even had profit.
He
even
talks
money.
about it.
that
where he's-
tunnel,
Nothing.
Tesla,
Yeah.
the Boring
Tesla,
Company.
everything was not even.
I think the
there.
Boring Company is actually doing okay.
It's doing
though.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Oh,
his
it
now
is.
his company's
Yeah.
doing great,
Yeah.
but I think that it is something to see for the next decade. Because right now he's a genius, but how is he going to move forward with that?
But
How is he going to keep
geniuses-
the pace?
I guess maybe geniuses are out of touch sometimes. For me, I have mixed feelings. I think that he thinks the right way. I think he had a really rough upbringing. His dad was super abusive to him and to his mom.
Mhm.
His mom was great, from what I understand. So that I think he was bullied a lot at school. So I think, he's from South Africa, right?
Mhm.
So I think he just dealt with a lot of stuff that maybe caused some social aptitude
Oh
issues.
yeah.
But that already was compounded by him being so smart.
Very socially.
So
awkward.
yeah, he can be like his laugh is like animated and weird. I would say he is somewhat a product of his environment.
Mhm.
But he's also creating his own environment.
That's true.
So maybe both. Yeah, I'm gonna go with both. I think he's kind of both. We will definitely look back at he was like the Einstein.
Oh, 100%, dude.
So thank you, David, for
question.
being a partner in the question. That was a solid question for us.
Anybody else,
Mhm.
want to ask us a question or something?
Links below,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then also just type what you think about that question. That was a great one. Okay, so we're obviously having serious issues with the natural disaster, Hurricane Helen, and so that's what this is going to be about. So we'll go to you. You knew the stats really well about how much money's going out.
Yes. So the hurricane victims right now, it's devastating. Like it's going to be
Insane.
months before they really even go to certain areas of the states to recover bodies
Yeah.
at this point. That's going to be of that nature.
It's
But
thousands of bodies.
I think
honestly,
it is.
yes.
They said
Yes.
I was talking to someone who's with the relief over there, Samaritan's Purse, but a relief person, and they are packing freezer size haulers with
Yes.
bodies. It's that bad. So
but
North
for
Carolina.
perspective, we're going to talk about the money for a second.
Yep.
So just yesterday, Blinken,
Anthony
secretary? Yes.
Blinken, secretary.
Yep. He put out a big tweet saying that we now today just sent, what was the number? $157 million to Lebanon.
For
their relief.
crisis relief for
Yes,
them.
for their crisis relief to
For their
Lebanon.
pagers exploding or for the rockets?
I don't know. One of the two.
Both insane.
Yes.
By the way.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
And just for a comparison, South Carolina
Yeah.
was hit bad, but not as bad as North Carolina.
Well, and Georgia.
And Georgia.
And Florida.
Yep.
I mean, 20-foot swells are
Insane.
no
Insane.
joke.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
coast
You're
hit
dead.
hard.
Yeah.
Our western mountains were
Yeah.
hit hard.
South Carolina only received $3 million.
$3 million.
That's a joke.
That's
3 million.
crazy,
All right.
right?
So
Like-
that is. So he calls me the other day, and our work was offering for us to go help out, and there was some money involved with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how much can they pay, and all this. And I was like, well, FEMA checks, because I helped in New Bern when they had that natural disaster, the hurricane in 2019, and we got FEMA checks, dude. That's 24 hours. You're getting paid, reimbursed. The agency just has to fill out a form, and it gets in.
Really?
So I was like,
It's
what do you mean
24-hour pay?
24 hour?
Really?
So you're sleeping and getting paid. It's great.
Wow.
And you're helping. So
Yeah.
double whammy, you know?
Yeah.
It's
You
not
caught-
just the money.
you caught yourself on that one.
Cha-ching. So Anthony goes, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that because FEMA's out of money. And I was like, bro, no offense, man. I don't know that you know what you're talking about. And then I see a post and it says FEMA spent $1.4 billion on illegal immigrants. They're calling them migrants, but they're illegal immigrants last year and the year before.
Yeah.
Therefore, they do not have enough money to help out with Helen or future hurricanes. Is that right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, right now, well, FEMA, from what they've given out already, they don't have anything extra for future.
The
Anything
M in
future
FEMA
Helen.
is management, okay? So,
It is federal management.
yeah, that's the warning.
you know, I know a guy who works at
Emergency.
big nationwide rental tool company.
Yeah.
And he works in the air conditioning and generator division. And they shipped 6 or 7 of the biggest tractor trailer ACs they got, the biggest generators they got, to New York, where they've got the FEMA tent set up
Please
for
don't
them.
tell me. Okay.
And
it is what you're telling me.
They are spending close to the numbers are probably wildly inaccurate, but it was close to $100,000 a day to run that stuff.
That's
If it's those generators like
That's
we're
believable.
familiar
Oh,
with,
dude, yeah,
it's very-
they can run they're running this mini town. They provided them with Foot Lockers for their stuff.
Oh, dude, that
Yeah.
in diesel alone.
Yeah.
Oh my
dude.
gosh, dude.
Yeah, and 24-hour security.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's powering a grid. So then also there's some hotels.
140, I think, 140 hotels that were full to the max.
Hotels or rooms?
No, hotels.
Hotels, dude.
Hotels.
What?
Hotels. Yeah, this is not rooms.
140 hotels
Yeah.
just in New York?
Yeah.
I saw that article. I didn't talk to you guys about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
hotels.
Okay,
And they
so
have
here's
security actually at the doors,
Yeah.
keeping out news and reporters.
these are illegal
and journalists.
undocumented immigrants, correct?
Yeah.
These
Yes.
are not okay. So I'll say this very quickly. First off, no issue with immigrants. I think that's a topic of concern.
Yeah.
No issue. Legal immigrants, right? My wife is a legal immigrant. My neighbors, almost all of them, legal immigrants. It's a very hard, expensive, arduous process, and it should be easier.
Yeah.
I even just started work. You guys don't even know this. I just started working and lined up and went through the program for a nonprofit that deals with refugees. Vetted, legit refugees.
Oh, we talked
called-
about that a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, World Relief. So shout out to them. Just finished their onboarding. So we have no problem with that. We do have a problem with the illegal immigrants, and we're hemorrhaging money, and we can't pay for emergencies.
Yeah.
It's
not right.
How is this connected? How can it be? How can you misappropriate funds?
Yeah.
People go to prison for that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is bad. With FEMA,
It
since
is
it is
bad.
part of the
Is that
federal
what Martha
government,
Stewart went to prison for, or was that tax stuff? Same thing, though, right?
Or
Tax,
taxes, who knows?
I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah. Maybe
With-
both.
yeah.
Her and Snoop Dogg though.
They make
Doggy
some
dog.
great stuff.
I bet she knows how to roll a fat blunt, dude.
Yes,
now.
she does.
Hanging
Knows how
out with
to
him,
light
man.
candles too.
All right.
With FEMA, I feel like the federal government is taking the funds that are used for them and sending it elsewhere, which they're probably doing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you start seeing numbers like Lebanon, that's one country, one day,
Mm-hmm.
that much money could actually do something.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
That could actually
Yeah.
fix things.
750. Okay. 7 Kamalas getting up there and saying how she's going to give the families affected by this 700. I watched her say it. $750.
Yep.
There's some speculation that they may have to pay it back. We won't say that for
Yeah,
sure.
It's in there.
But tell me about what she was wearing when she was talking about it or helping.
$750 to the families or to each person. I don't know how it's going to go.
Dollars.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Her outfit, the belt she was wearing on the website is $777 to
Yeah.
buy the belt alone.
Huh.
She's wearing more on a
Than she's
belt
gonna give
than
to
giving
a family.
I'll tell you, dude. The
Who's
average
lost more than
family
anything.
going to Costco
Yeah.
is spending close to $500.
Yes, a big family. Yes,
When you're
going in there.
actually going for like a
For like a haul.
yeah,
Yeah.
to get toilet paper and everything.
Yeah.
This is a slap in the face.
That's all
That's
it is.
all it is. It's like you lost
That's all
your
it is.
home, you
Now,
lost heirlooms, your
dude,
vehicles, pets.
Yeah.
We're not
family,
even
maybe?
talking about
I don't know.
people who shouldn't be. Someone from work talked about that. These people are now seeing dead bodies. Who's seen a dead body? Like that's not, or plural. Like that's not a common, unless you're just in that realm of work, you're not going to see that.
No.
Yeah.
There's just so much, man.
There's a lot
That
of
kid, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That 7-year-old.
the horses and cows and bodies that are pinned
Dogs?
in trees and dogs
Yes.
and cats and
Animal shelters flooded.
Animal
Oh, yeah, it's
shelters.
bad.
Not, and
Oh,
they're
it's bad.
dying because they're not getting. They don't
Yep.
have any
Yep.
food. They're
No.
drinking the water.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like 25 counties in North Carolina alone
Yeah.
need
There's 100 counties in this
Yeah.
Yeah,
state.
you're right. So a quarter.
Yeah.
and the
That's wild.
Eastern Band of Cherokee. They need help as well.
Yeah, they probably needed help.
Well, you know
Yeah.
when they put up a TFR
Yeah.
over that stuff.
Did they?
Yeah. When what's his was there.
Yeah.
They had it so they could fly rescue missions.
Yeah, so that's one of my friend Ben.
Ridiculous.
I'm not going to say his last name. He flies and he is bringing relief, and they have the red circles around where he couldn't because Biden and Kamala were at some point going to show up, maybe, and they're not allowed no-fly zones. Now, from my understanding, I'm not going to say him, but I think several people, maybe to include Samaritan's Purse, went through that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you're not supposed to, and that's how can you help if you're not allowed to go there? It's like it's on
Right.
purpose.
Yeah. Well, so FEMA is trying to force Samaritan's Purse out, from what I heard. That they were like Samaritan's Purse showed up, dude. Like a
Blackhawks.
I mean,
all
dude.
of it.
I mean, helicopters, mobile hospitals, oxygen tents.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it
Medical supplies.
a machine, dude.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
perfect
That's what they're
orchestration
for.
of disaster relief.
Yeah.
FEMA comes in, they're like, cool, we're taking incident command. And they're like, we're already here first, which is how an incident goes.
Yeah.
Until
Sure.
you hand over.
Yeah.
You know.
Or to whoever's supposed to be in charge shows
Right.
up. The first person there takes. It's a critical incident command and stuff. But for these things, so I don't understand. I know there's like $100 million going to the roads and stuff that they just now talked about.
My brother-in-law has been working 15-hour days up there. He works for the DOT.
Yeah, and they're doing, and that's helpful for the roads, but that's not helping.
It's going to be over
the
a
families.
year
Yeah.
before
It's
the
not helping
main
families.
highways are
Oh,
back in
dude,
order.
yeah.
And
The
you know
amount
what's bad about it? How many counties are affected?
Insane.
It's some of these counties, some of these towns will never recover.
Do you
They'll
want
never be rebuilt.
They won't.
They're just going to
You're
move
right.
everyone out.
They're right.
Big company's going to buy up the land.
Do
I
we
don't
want to
know.
go down that road?
I don't know
The
if
Black Rock Road.
We could. I mean, it's a real thing. It's
We could
like-
say it quickly and
Yeah.
be smart about what we say, so we're not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
something that's not right.
personally, going into that, I don't see me like
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to just give up land just because it was destroyed, right? That's me. And I think a lot of people that live in these mountain towns who's had this land, hundreds of acres for generations, are not going to give that up.
You're so isolated, you're used to that.
I mean, dude, like Chimney Rock, yeah, it's super sad, dude. A bunch of historical buildings are destroyed. I just don't see the people of Chimney Rock letting it die like that.
Well, it depends on the age as well. You know, certain youth is when they if a big company comes in, like let's say BlackRock, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why that would be a concern?
Broke.
No.
I thought we're going broke.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, you know, there's a giant lithium deposit there.
Yeah.
And the quartz that are used for
pure white quartz.
Pure
quartz. So there's a lot of
material.
We
got that growing up.
There.
To go up there to the mountain, shake the pan, get some quartz. You know, that's a big thing.
Back in our
man.
younger days.
Yeah, man.
Back in my day, baby.
I'm an old-time mining press.
Sifting, baby.
Yeah.
Get out there. I could see them doing that, like just saying, "Here, take $1 million."
Yeah, they've been trying to buy this land for a few years now, and supposedly they're taking advantage of this opportunity.
Yes.
If not worse, if not like conspiracy-ish. Water routing
the process
things.
Though for eminent domain, dude, like people are already making so much noise about this. If they were gonna try to swoop in, it's impossible. Now they have to do it publicly.
They have to, yes.
If they are gonna try to do that, it has to be public.
And they're gonna have to make it look right. And it won't be.
Oh no. There'll be a bunch of weird backdoor deals, and you know.
Yeah. So I think this is like it's like the crime of opportunity. That's a huge thing.
I guess I'm more of in a denial stage. Like I definitely don't want to see that happen.
No way.
So to me,
I don't want to either.
I don't think anybody. Like I'm just like hoping everyone else is like, no, like screw that, dude.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna let them come in and take this. But you never know. Like somebody can go, you know what, dude? We've lived up here for how many years? They're gonna give us $5 million for our 20 acres.
Yes.
See ya.
Let's go to the beach.
We don't have anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that's gonna happen a
Round
lot
2.
in the smaller towns. The main city.
Get flood protection.
The main city is a college town, university town. It's gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
Appalachian State, dude.
But everything else is gonna. I feel like it's gonna be bought up,
used, mined.
They're not going to even rebuild the roads. I've seen that happen. So it's not going to even be something that's even there.
You can't even get back to it.
No, you can't.
Sam was telling me that because she went to Asheville for her bachelorette trip for our wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, she went to a ton of breweries. They got on this bus and they take you to all these different breweries. It's like, I don't know. It's pretty sweet. It's like $60 a person, and they make all these stops.
Yeah, that is
like
cool.
A band on the bus. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
So she went back and she was like looking on Facebook at all these different breweries, like gone. All these posts that they're making, and the one that struck her the most was the two guys. They opened it up in 2019, and they took a huge loan. They were building like just to get the stuff to make beer. Was the loan of the building, and then they had to come out of pocket to build all the tables and the chairs and the bar and do everything. Yeah. And it gets destroyed. So it was only them two working, the two owners. And now they're like made this Facebook post. They're like, look, dude, like we had flood insurance, but not for this. Like the building is gone. Like the insurance company was just like,
yeah, maybe not items inside the home to a certain level.
Right. Like it's like it's very, very bland coverage is what you get, right?
At least they have flood coverage. Most of these people affected did not.
No, they have nothing.
Well, there's like
flood zones a lot.
Like when you have a loan though, most of the time, like like with a huge commercial loan, trust me.
You have to be offered it, or you have to.
No. I'm telling you, when you get a huge commercial loan, they make you get life insurance.
Yeah.
For a huge amount.
Life or flood?
Life insurance.
Oh.
I had to get a life insurance policy put on me.
Can I get on there, dog?
In
case you go touching, arcing something when you're welding. So, I mean, I guess what we're getting at is, maybe I'm wrong in saying this. I think I'm right. When are we going to care more about our country than others?
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't care about others, but when are we going to take care of home plate first?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. And then we could feed from that.
Well, that's definitely something we got to talk about. But other than that, I mean,
I think we're
good.
We're good.
We're good.
We're perfect.
Thanks for tuning in.
Nope.
Subscribe, like us.
Yes.
We'll talk to you next time.
Till next time, guys.
All right.